know Detroit's changing for the better. There's a lot of momentum and there's a lot of positivity going around right now in the city. And I don't see how it can't be changing for the better. My parents built homes out in the suburbs. They owned apartment buildings when I was younger. I've grown up around real estate my whole life, and I knew I wanted to be in Detroit. I needed a place to live. That's what it came down to. On the left, the very end, is the house that I bought for $1,800 in this last tax auction. It is the one that had the squatter, and the one I've been broken into 3 times. I came into this room and there was water coming down from the ceiling, coming down here all the way down to the basement. There were piles of dog poop in the basement that was floating and it was really nasty. And that's my first exposure to this wonderful house. Even though people are kind of enticed by this low initial cost, there's a long tail of expenses that follow. It's like you have the first year of back taxes, you have dumpsters that you need to order, you have cash for keys or legal fees for evictions, you have back water bills that you have to fight. It adds up at every corner. The porch was collapsing in the front. These are oak floors on the first floor. They were underneath 2 levels of carpet. There's actually 3 layers of asphalt shingles over cedar shake. It had bricks falling off of it. There's still an odor. Over the years, there's been many, many, many leaks. This is all asbestos insulation. It's definitely a work in progress.
If your only end is to get property back in the tax rolls, that really doesn't necessarily in and of itself achieve anything in terms of making that city a likable place to live. Separate neighborhoods in the city can become almost overnight can become the next hot area where people want to move to, where it's considered to be safe, where the cool people live there. And that's what you need. I mean, this whole human element of what makes a place livable has, I think, been lost over the years.
Things are changing rapidly. I quit my engineering job towards the first of the year and have decided to go real estate full-time. Getting more listings in the neighborhood, attracting more people to this neighborhood specifically in Detroit, and continuing to go with renovations like this house, for instance. So I was working in the middle of winter across the street at the townhouse with the squatter, and the neighbor at the time lived here. And her car was stuck in the snow, so I was helping her shovel, and she just asked me, are you looking to buy another house? Again, there were tons of title issues. We just had to work through it. It took us 8 months to close. So I bought this house for about $5,000 or so. It didn't need a full gut rehab, and now we're just kind of buttoning it up. This wall was like a faux wall that we took out and then stained dark to kind of match the trim work. Exposed some brick on the chimney. There was water damage in the floor, so I had to put 2 layers of new subfloor in. We still have to do the floors here and get new appliances and add some cabinets. There's also no insulation in the house, so we fully insulated this room. It's exciting, and it's happening all throughout the neighborhood. I mean, there's so many people moving here that are excited about what's happening. They can kind of get in the door for not a whole lot of money and then put a lot of time and energy into it. There's really nowhere else to go than up.